Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Oh, wow, Magician just comes right out. And so, yeah, there's like some very heavy gold and ancient energy coming through, so it's so interesting to see the Magician, okay? Um, Backing it up a little bit with that Two of Pentacles, I feel like the spirit guides are just like, yes, please take that as well, okay? And so, right now, the word coming through is sovereign, okay? You are no longer asking for a seat at the table. You are, I heard, whoa, I heard something about you are stepping up. So you are the one who owns the room. You're stepping up, okay? You're owning the room, okay? You're vibing, you're thriving, you're leveling up, is what I'm hearing, okay? Right now, you're in the energy or some sort of frequency. I'm hearing not only of abundance, but like you're stepping into some sort of leadership, ancestral authority, something to do with that is sparking like a newfound love of something, passion, passionate pursuits, creativity, action, things like that. It feels like it's very much like reminiscent of that, okay? And what's so interesting, when I was doing a pre-shuffle, okay, the star popped out. I was like, okay, this is gonna be an interesting message today, okay? So it's something guaranteed is awaiting you. There's guaranteed success after a long-winded battle, is what I'm hearing, okay? I heard that they're bowing because you're stepping up into some sort of leadership position. People are finally taking the bow. Maybe you're taking the bow, taking the lead on something, okay? But you're stepping up into something that's making you feel very passionate, very committed, okay? Something that's making you feel recognized. You're romanticizing this thing. You're feeling elevated. You're feeling blissful about something that you've been working hard to, I heard, cultivate, okay? I'm hearing something about a legacy as well, okay? Maybe this is something you've been waiting for. Maybe this is you stepping into a position that maybe a family member owned for a period of time and now you're the owner. Maybe you feel like you're stepping up in education because, you're someone passed the baton of some sort of I'm hearing like so like for instance, if you have doctors in your family, now you've got the baton and someone is passing that to you and like vice versa. It's like one of those things like you're just getting the baton passed to you and you're inheriting some sort of crown, okay? Is what I'm hearing in that energy. So, starting off in the Magician, okay, there's something to do with your creativity, your inspiration that's really like making you feel very focused about your dreams and aspirations, okay? Something to do where it's like you're trying to position yourself at the right time, at the right place, okay, is what I'm hearing. Something to do with like there's some sort of position that you are now going to be occupying because it wasn't just handed to you, is what I'm hearing, okay? You worked on this thing. You've been building up your skills, you've been building up your creativity. I'm hearing you haven't had a good night's rest, is what I'm hearing, because you've been working so hard, so diligently that you've just been 100% on the grind, is what I'm hearing there in that energy. And it also feels like you've been juggling quite a lot in your landscape with this Two of Pentacles. It almost gives this vibe of just like you've been having to almost like, it's like you want your life to go smoothly, but there's always going to be things that come out of the woodworks, okay? I'm hearing trials and tribulations with that energy. Something to do with like this thing that you earned was through multiple trials, okay? Trials that people put you through, trials that people try to make you avoid things at all costs, okay? People were going out of their way, okay? To my goodness, they're going out of their way trying to stop you on your destiny, on towards your destiny, okay? I'm not even sure why. It's not like you're competing with them, but it's like a one-sided competition kind of thing, okay? Maybe they didn't want you to step up into some sort of position. All right. Maybe they felt like if they could keep you in this undercurrent of feeling isolated out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles, that perhaps you would stay there. You know what I mean? Something to do where it's like, hey, let's just put you in exclusion. Let's put you in hardship, okay, and loss. Make you feel like your resources are taken away, stripped away. Your stability is gone. It's fragmented, okay? Something to do with like they didn't want you to know your worth. This feels kind of reminiscent of the previous reading, perhaps, just a little bit. Because when I was doing a pre-shuffle, I saw like more like just like feeling caged in, kind of locked in, kind of waiting, got the center emotion the same too. It was kind of very interesting. So maybe it's like you are overcoming that energy regardless. It's like the same people who tried to stalk you. I heard walk you. Oh my gosh, like walk you like a dog? Oh my goodness. So they tried to walk you down the red carpet type of vibe as if it's like like they're the garment and you're just like, walking it. I don't know. It's something weird. It's like they wanted to wear your skin. I don't know why I'm getting that image. That's so weird. But it's like they wanted to like wear your pentacles, okay? It's like you're going from the 2 to the 5. So it's like you're growing some burdens over time as you go through your destiny, go through your destination, your path, your life journey is what I'm hearing. And it's like they just didn't want to like let you do that. They're like, now we're gonna just put blockades in the road for you, okay? So yeah, they were uninvited. Okay, uninvited, un, uninvited. Why did I say uninvited? Uninvited. Maybe you uninvited them to something. Maybe they didn't include you in a meeting. Maybe you kind of put 2 and 2 together. Maybe they complained about you because you needed visibility into a meeting, and they said, "Oh, this is we're gonna retaliate against you, and we're gonna, something like that." It's like one of those things. So you swept the I'm hearing swept it. Something I heard you swept something under the rug. Like you let bygones be bygones, so that you can change and you can arrive at some sort of destination. Okay, it's like the arrival of an uninvited guest will alter your plans. It's like this person came in, it's like they knocked on your door, they visited you uninvited. Okay? There was no text message, nothing like that. They didn't give you a phone call or anything. They were just like, "Yeah, we're going to pop up when we show up," kind of thing. It's like you're like, "What is happening?" So that's pretty much what it was. And so they kind of try to creep up, okay? Try to put things in your path, okay? So they're trying to keep you busy, okay, is what I'm hearing. Busy competing for temporary roles, for temporary positions, okay? It's like you were being, almost like I'm hearing favored by the universe, okay? You were being almost, what's it like? It's almost like you're trying, like someone is having you as like some sort of apprentice, okay? Like protege, okay? Like you're under someone's arms, okay? The universe is like kind of giving back to you in that regard, okay? Towards your role of what they want you to level up into in terms of authority. But yeah, nonetheless, it's like people really try to, become like some sort of shadow figure in your life, controlling things from the shadows. It's crazy. I've heard somebody try to rock your stability, okay? Something to do with structure might be of significance, something to do with respect, strategy, okay? Someone tried to alter your plans by using their authority to get what they wanted, is what I'm hearing, okay? It's like they wanted to take a seat at your table, but really the seat was for you, is what I'm hearing, okay? But you hammered down on that, okay? You were focused, you were impactful about what it is that you wanted to do, where you want to go, where you want to be, okay? You were very precise in this endeavor because you had this well aimed blow, okay, that was worth 100 random strikes, is what it says, okay? And and you knew exactly where to apply your force. So you knew what you needed to do, okay? You was like, hey, we're gonna hit here and we're gonna strike home. That's what I'm hearing from that energy. Okay? It's almost as though it kind of left them in this some sort of pain. I don't know why. Like they're feeling pain that they lost something that you deserve. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. What is happening in this energy today for real? So yeah, so while they're stepping away from the seat that, was yours at the table, the office room, people are gathering, okay, is what I'm hearing. There's going to be a lot of people showing up for your level up, is what I'm hearing, okay? Maybe this is a lot of family members, friends, co-workers. I'm hearing promotion, okay? I'm hearing you're on the way up. You're on the cusp of something, okay? I'm hearing negotiate, okay? I'm hearing something about you perhaps negotiating for higher pay, negotiating for a salary that is worth your worth, is what I'm hearing. Something to do with like you're not taking. Oh, I heard you're not taking no for an answer. Okay, you're really trying to negotiate your worth because we're hearing this very heavy gold and ancient energy. Okay, this is you. It's like King of Pentacle vibes. It's like you're standing strong in your worth. You know your self worth. It just hasn't materialized in the physical realm. Okay, but you are this vessel. You are this magician building up those pentacles. Okay, you're setting the stage for yourself. Is what I'm hearing. Okay. It's like you're being like an authority figure in your own life, okay? People don't have any which way to go about it. They're like, oh, snap, collective switched on us, you know what I mean? So it's like you're a natural leader in that regard, okay? People are going to be, starting to bow now because they recognize that. And like, you are no longer who you were before, okay? Or who you used to be. You're no longer someone that needs to ask for permission to rule over things, to have autonomy, to get things done, okay? Things are leveling up to the leveling field is what I'm hearing. Things are balancing out. Things that were rightfully yours are finally being provided to you, okay? Both spiritually, mentally, physically, because of your efforts is what I'm hearing in that energy. That's beautiful. Ooh, very strong, fiery Knight of Wands energy, okay? You are heated, you are intense, you are driven, okay? You have this creativity about you that when you start something, you don't stop. You keep going. You don't give up. And there's going to be days where you might falter, you might have a setback, you might have a challenge, but you have compassion within you and you have this warmth and charisma that just kind of is breathing fire into your life every single day is what I'm hearing. It's giving you this very decisive, very like almost like aggressive, like you're like taking charge, okay? You're very like on I'm hearing you're on the money, you're on the game, you're on the hustle, okay? The hustle and bustle is what I'm hearing. You might live in a city, okay, perhaps. Ooh, okay, this is a lot of cards falling. We got like the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, and the Justice. Very interesting energies, okay? And then the Five of Swords. That is so interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna just respect these energies because there's a lot going on with this reading today. I was just getting so much. Something about setbacks, something about things are looking up, something about a lot about insomnia, a lot about, the time is on your time. You know what I mean? Like things don't always have to be planned when you expect them to be planned. Like, you just come in, do your thing, and it's gonna work out. The foundation is gonna lay itself is what I'm hearing, okay? But you got the High Priestess coming out in your advice. You have a lot of advice from the universe. Something to do with utilizing your intuition, your inner truths and knowings about certain situations, okay? There's gonna be certain stuff that people try to, you know what I mean? Like kind of, like when people know something and they don't want to tell you what it is, but you know what it is, but you don't want them to know that you know what it is. That's the vibe you're on. You know what I mean? Universe says, keep doing that. Keep clocking that energy because that's what's really going to allow you to almost like keep sane. Because some of these people want to entrap you in some sort of energy where it's like you don't know your worth. You don't know what's fair to you. They'll give you the lowest, denomination, the lowest bar of like what you are worth, and you need to be able to fight and fend for what you believe in. You know what I mean? So that's the vibe. But there's gonna be a couple of challenges. There's always some hollow victories when you level up. There's gonna be some people in the midst, okay? They're gonna have some ego battles, okay? They're gonna be feeling a little conflicted with your level up. They're gonna be conflicted by your new authority. It's like they want to keep you down a peg. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to understand why it's like you have to remain like in a sense of like having self-respect for yourself because they're going to be wondering why they must respect you. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. And also Six of Pentacles. You're leveling up. You got the 2 to 5 to 6 of Pentacles. So you're balancing things out with yourself materially, physically, things like that. You're very dedicated in fairness and reciprocity. I feel as though even though these people might despise you and your level up, you have a seat at the table. It's like you earned this, okay? Because you're so giving, because you're so fair, because you actually utilize resources and give back to your community, okay? You're not doing this just for yourself. You're doing this for I'm hearing like you're doing this not just for one, but for many is what I heard, okay? And justice is balancing itself out. Someone tried to do you dirty, I'm hearing, okay? Someone tried to paint a picture of you. Someone tried to almost like, just like try to put you in some sort of a light is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm hearing that some people believed it for a period of time. I'm hearing that energy is shifting as well, okay? But yeah, let's find out what else is coming through and we'll go into that final outcome very shortly. So yeah, I'm feeling like the energy is just very good for you, okay? I'm just so happy for you because you deserve this, okay? Wow, car, you're gonna be traveling. Okay, summertime is right around the corner in the time of this reading. But I think at the end of the day, you love to travel, okay? You want to see the world, you want to be moving, you want to be grooving, okay? Your story takes a new turn at the next intersection is what the universe is saying. There's something right around the corner. Like when you're about to quote unquote give up, but you're not going to give up, right? You don't do that. But in theory, hypothetically speaking, when one is about to give up, right? You're like, I don't know if I could keep pushing. The universe is rooting you on, okay? You got this. Right around the corner is what you deserve, okay? Your reward, okay? I'm hearing for your resilience, okay? Right around the corner is like everything that you've wished for, okay? Good luck, fortune, the cycles are changing. Fate is leveling up, okay? Shifting in your favors. Things are balancing out. Things are harmonizing, okay? So keep pushing. Some of you might be interested in having a car soon. You might be working towards paying off your car loan or something like that, okay? Some sort of insurance of some kind, okay? I'm hearing that you're just like really setting the tone for your next steps forward. You're just getting everything together. Maybe you're getting a house, a car, a new job, a new everything, okay? A new wardrobe, a new just everything. I heard people are gonna be malfunctioning. Okay, that's so crazy. People are gonna be malfunctioning while you leveling up, all right? Because you're positioning yourself in clarity, okay? You have this cross-cultural boundaries, okay, and a new perspective will transform your thinking. So you're just very diverse. I'm hearing you're talking to a lot of people. You're networking, okay? Um, people try to put you in this bubble, but you burst out of it and you decided, hey, let me go network. Is what I'm hearing. You're like connecting with a whole bunch of different people, cross functionally, okay? Different faiths, different religions, different sort of beliefs, okay? And it's like giving you life, it's giving you gusto, okay? Is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's breathing life back into you, okay? Ooh, high tank. You know what that gives me? Fish tank. Okay? Like the show, is it Fish Tank? Shark Tank. Yes, Shark Tank. The show where people like go up and pitch themselves, like themselves and what they want to pursue and what they want to do, like the businesses that they have, right? So it's like kind of reminds me of that. There's like one too many fish in the sea, but you're the shark. You know what I mean? So it's like people are saying though, like in this card, it's saying too many contacts drain your vibe. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the mist. There's a lot of people that you're probably talking to. Maybe there is some need and want to have a good network with people. Like if you have one-on-ones, okay? Maybe don't have one-on-ones every week. Maybe bi-weekly or monthly. 2 weeks, every 2 months is good too. Every 2 months you only see them 6 times a month. You already kind of alleviate that stress on yourself. So these are just things that the universe is talking about. Like you're a big fish in a small tank. So it's like gotta breathe a little bit. Gotta disperse the fishes. So yeah. Okay, let's find out what your final outcome is. So I'm very excited to see what this is gonna be. I think at the end of the day, you've just been working really hard, and I am all for that. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's see what we have here. Whew. 774 also might be of significance. Also, I see 166. Okay, very interesting numbers. Two double digits. Okay, and yeah. Oh, okay. So we got just two. Something's going on with that energy. Something to do with Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. It's like so weird. It's like a double take. Okay. Something to do with the energies of just like you have overcome a lot of this overthinking, a lot of these nightmares, a lot of this anxiety and guilt. There's gonna be things though that are transforming you out of this. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit oh my gosh, I almost feel like this level up for you is gonna take you. It's gonna be shocking, is what I'm hearing. It's almost gonna be like one of those things that you were overthinking about for a long time, and it balanced itself out, and you didn't even know what was gonna happen, is what I'm hearing. Okay. Let me also clarify that Eight of Swords and Page of Swords. I usually don't clarify too much, but I'm so curious. I just feel like overthinking energy. Something to do with where it's like you didn't know this was possible. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. That's crazy. Yep, that makes sense. You go from the 2, 5, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You were overthinking about finances perhaps for a while. You probably felt like you were down and out for a while. You probably felt like your body was giving way. You know what I mean? Like you perhaps were getting ill. Maybe family members around you were getting ill. Partners, friends and loved ones. You were trying to balance out your energy. Maybe there was just you were probably running on empty. Is what I'm hearing. There's perhaps some fear, some deception in the midst from people who are trying to prevent you from getting from A to B, okay? But you become a part of this environment so much so that you grow from it, you evolve, you transform, and you land in stability. It's like you outgrew the circumstances, and you just, it feels so good to see that you just like overcome like all of the stuff that was in your way, is what I'm hearing. Okay, wow, dealings or relationship with a woman. So there's perhaps this individual who's either helping you go into this new leadership role or try to prevent you from doing this is a feminine figure of some kind, okay? Yeah. And I suppose, like, I don't know why. You know, the words snarky, okay, might be of significance. If I have a snarky personality, they might try to, gossip about you and your secrets, okay? They try to network with you. They try to get into your business about what you got going on, things like that. They try to use the same words that you use. They try to mirror you, is what I'm hearing, okay? So it's just, this might happen. It might, be a masculine figure as well, or just, anyone in general. I do think that it's like this person, it's so weird. It's like, is it jealousy or is it just like they just don't want others to win other than themselves? It's like you're perhaps in like the same field, or you're perhaps in some sort of similar dynamic where, wow, this could be a relationship too, where you are fighting off somebody to be with someone, you know what I mean? But they don't want you to. It's so weird. I don't know. But I feel like it's more towards work. Um, but yeah, they're gossiping. Someone's gossiping. This could be a manager. This could be a coworker. Okay, they're gossiping about your success. But you have all of these wishes coming true. Okay, you've been planting seeds for a long time. Wow, marriage. Interesting. Hmm. You might be getting married. Okay, you might be getting a proposal soon. You might be getting engaged too. That perhaps might also elevate your finances. Okay. This ring might also be just like a ring you received from this inheritance of perhaps a past loved one, or perhaps even from a someone that is still around, like an elderly figure, is what I'm hearing, like some sort of ancestral heirloom, is what I'm hearing. Okay, but yeah, a sincere wish will be granted. You have well, and I heard wishing well. Okay, wishing well, wishing spring. The word spring pops up in my head for some reason. Mountain. Oh wow. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, new career, new job. I say career. The way I said that. Yeah, new career, new job. Okay, you're climbing mountains. You're overcoming things. I feel like you leveled up so hard these past few months, past few weeks. Like, this is your moment to shine. Okay, if you don't see it, you will soon see it. You know what I mean? Wherever you are in this journey, you're on your way up, is what I'm hearing. Okay, universe wants you to keep pushing, keep propelling, because you don't need to ask for permission to rule. Okay, just rule is what I'm hearing. All right. So yeah, these are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.